Hello everyone, welcome to Flossmas. This is actually day 1 and 2. It is December 2nd. My dad was here with me yesterday and I took him back to the airport late yesterday afternoon, so I did not get to do Flossmas day 1. Not a great start, but we'll do the best we can. So today you will see 2 things opened. I have 2 advent calendars. I'm going to open. One is chocolate, my favorite. It doesn't really say, it just says favorite day. I just found this at Target. I just wanted a chocolate to open every day. So we'll open that, and then we'll open, this is just the lid, but the Historical Sampler Company Advent box. I did this last year. It was a lot of fun. So I will open those every day. And I did get the Stitch Along. So it is called the Magical Gingerbread House. Several parts. It may all be out now. I don't know. We could start it in October. Obviously, I haven't started it, but I did get the fabric and the floss for that. Also with the Advent box, get this nice letter telling you about it. And then in this package, which is not for a specific day, has some threads. Well, let's just pull it out. It has threads and fabric for the projects that are in your Advent box. So that's separate. The other thing we're going to do, so my goal is to film every day, just a short video for Flossmas, open my Advent boxes, and then spin my wheel. If you saw my November recap, I kind of talked about what I'm doing, but I showed all of the projects that are on my wheel, but I've got a wheel of winter/Christmas projects. We'll spin a wheel every day, and then I'll work on that project for 1 hour that day. That's the plan. Obviously I have to catch up now because it's day 2 and I haven't done day 1. I did spin in case I had time yesterday to work on it, but I did not. So I'll show you what project I spun for yesterday, and then we'll spin for today, and hopefully I'll get some stitching done. All right, let's open our Advent calendar. So let's start with the chocolate, and they are nice. I love when they give you what each one is. So we will open number 1. Let's see what is in here. Oh, and it's not wrapped, so I have to just eat it right away. That's too bad. This is, let's see what it looks like. Almond nugget with coffee nibs. Okay, I'm not a big nut fan, but I do love coffee flavored things. It's pretty good. So maybe I should do that at the end, so you don't have to watch me eat. All right. Well, I definitely had coffee flavor, and that was good. Number 1 from the Historical Sampler. Let's see what's in here. So I'm sorry, they'll probably be a little crinkly. Ooh, it's our first project. Oh, this is what my friend was sending me a picture of that she was working on, my friend Michelle. Isn't that cute? And a little piece of green fabric. And then the threads will be in that envelope I showed you. Fine. I'll have to figure out where I'm going to put these. Not back in the box, otherwise they'll get in our way as we try and find number 2. Oh, I get to do number 2. Let me show you the project for day number 1. And then we'll pretend it's a new day and we'll do day number 2. So the project that I spun for yesterday was Santa's House. This is from the Fabulous House series, Cottage Garden Samplings, last year, 2 years ago. And I'll just show you my starting point on this one. This is on, whoops. Vintage Stormy Night Lugana. And this is my starting point on this. And it's coming across more modeled on camera than it really is. So I've been working up here. I may have all of that done, be ready to start filling in some of that roof. Still a lot left on it, but it's a fun one. So I was excited to see it spun. All right. So that was day 1 of Flossmas. Now pretend it's day 2. Well, it is day 2 now. Let's do day 2. Hopefully I will keep up with these, so I'll only be doing 1 a day. So I don't know if we should leave that open, so we can, usually you do on an advent calendar. Day 2. Let's see what we have in here. This one looks interesting. And it is two-layer nougat. That one. That's good too. All right, let's see what we have in day 2 from Historical Sampler Company. Oh, how fun. It's a needle minder. A little sheep needle minder to go with our sheep pattern that we got yesterday. Or technically yesterday. Isn't that cute? Oh my goodness, he's adorable. Okay. Excuse me, let me take another drink. So I loaded up, since I'm filming on my phone, which is usually where I have all my decision wheels, I loaded them up on my tablet that I use for stitching, Pattern Keeper. So let me get to my tiny decision wheel. It's loading. It's still loading. There we go. See, that's what I thought. When I spun yesterday for Santa's house, so I have it block out. Sorry. What it's done, and it blocked out like 3 other ones. That's very frustrating. We may just have to reset it every day, and just I'll have to keep track of it's already spun, because I don't want to not get those in the mix. All right, so Santa's house was spun yesterday, so let's see if I can do this. There it goes. Christmas alphabet. All right, let me grab that real quick and I'll show you what that is. I happen to have them all sitting right here because I just showed them all to you in my November recap. So this is Prairie Schooler. And this is where I will be starting from. So I only have one left in this row and then one more row. So we will work on that for an hour, hopefully tonight. So I have to work an hour on Santa's house and an hour on this to get caught up. And then we'll see what it spins tomorrow. All right. So these are going to be short videos. That's why I'm going to just collect a bunch of them together and then post them all at once. So that is it for Flossmas. Thank you for joining me, and I will be back tomorrow with day 3. All right. Bye. Good morning, FlossTube. It is time for Flossmas day 3. So I actually have 2 projects to show you because I had to combine Flossmas day 1 and 2 yesterday into day 2. But I will show you what I worked on. Oh, one moment. I need to get my tablet so we can spin. Okay, I'm back. So on the first day, Flossmas the first day, we'll do the projects first. I don't know how I should do this. There's the wrong zipper. We'll get it figured out. So the first day I spun Santa's house. Cottage Garden Sampling. It's their Fabulous House series from a couple of years ago. This is the only one I've started. I have them all, and I do want to do them all at some point. But yesterday, so my projects that I work on for Flossmas, I work on them for an hour. So I just set a timer for an hour, and that's what I do. I got 131 stitches done in this. This is on Vintage Stormy Night from Wichelt to Lugana. And I worked just this gray in the roof is what I did last night. Sorry. So that was Flossmas Day 1. And then Flossmas Day 2 was Christmas Alphabet. This is a Prairie Schooler chart. And I don't have the original, I have the ones that came out later on 1, 2, 3 stitch, so it's the flimsy. Oops. And I'm working over here in the R for Rudolph or reindeer, whichever one. If he doesn't have a red nose, then he's just a reindeer. Yeah, it doesn't look like he has a red nose. And I did 127 stitches. So that's what I worked on, just that part of the border and the R. So this is what I have done totally. All right, we may do those after we open our advent boxes in the future, because I like to do the spin at the end. So we'll open our advent boxes and then we'll spin. So one advent box I have is just this chocolate box. I got it from Target. So let's see, let's find number 3. There it is, right here. Let's see what this little piece is. Luckily it tells you on the back. This looks like, I do not know how to say this. Gyeondu, right above my finger. All right, let's see what it is. Pretty good. Has a little bit of a nutty flavor to it. All right. And then my other is the Historical Sampler Society. So here's number 3. Very thick. Let's see what's in this one. Sorry, there's going to be crinkling with this. Oh, cute. A little red tin. Sounds like there's something. Oh, look what's inside. So I bet that is trim that we're going to use. Here's something rattling too. Yeah, there's a couple of little star buttons and a little tiny bow. Whoops. So a little star button. There's 2 of those star buttons and a little bow. I'm going to put them back in there. And then all this nice pom-pom trim. So I don't lose them, because I bet those are for one of our projects that we have. All right, that's my advent. Now let's see if this is going to work. He looks kind of funny. So let's spin and see what we're going to work on tonight. City Christmas. Oh, and of course I forgot to bring my box in here, so one moment. Okay, so this is where I'll be starting from. This is Stitching with the Housewives. This is the second one. And I don't have a printed out picture, so I'll have to put a picture in of what it's going to look like. So that's what we'll work on for an hour today. All right, tomorrow I may also show you some previously finished Christmas projects that I haven't yet fully finished, because I've just got them hanging up in a closet. So I may show you some of those tomorrow. All right, I will see you tomorrow for Flossmas Day 4. Bye. Hello, FlossTube. It is day 4 of Flossmas. So I'm going to open my Advent stuff first and then show you my projects. I don't know what order is the best, but that's what we're doing. So first I have a little chocolate Advent calendar. I just got it at Target. So we are looking for number 4. There it is, right in the middle. Let's see what we have. This looks similar to the one that we had yesterday. I guess there will be some repeats. So it's this one I can't pronounce. Right there above my finger. And it does have a little nutty flavor. So not my favorite. Luckily I have some water. All right, now we will open our Historical Sampler Society. Number 4. Looks like maybe another chart. Oh, how cute. Robin Redbreast. That's adorable. And a piece of green. I think for the Advent box, they sent only Ada. I don't think there was an option to get linen. But I can do these little ones on Ada. How cute. I've decided I need to take a project bag and start putting all of these things in it so I don't lose them. All right, those are my Advent calendars. Yesterday we spun the wheel and I got City Christmas by Stitching with the Housewives. And so I worked on it for 1 hour last night and I got 119, I think it was. I didn't bring my sheet. So I just filled in, just filled in the red on the house. So I'll put a picture in of what it's going to look like when it's done. This is number 2. I have finished number 1. So this is number 2. So now it will go away. I don't remember if I have more than, if I have just enough for every day or if we'll end up redoing some, but. And then the other thing I stitched on last night, I did start a brand new Stitches So Beautiful. And I'll put a picture in of what it's going to be. I believe it's called Snow Queen. And so I'm doing this. They have a stitch along this month. So I have to get 250 stitches in and posted by Monday night so that I can stay in the stitch along and get the free Grinch chart at the end. So this is 124 stitches. So just a little bit in the corner. I'm attempting to do this Royal Rose, or at least the way I understand it. So I started up here and picked that first symbol and then worked it wherever it was and then just went to the next one over and the next one over. And I'll fill in all the symbols of that first block and then move to the next block. So that is all I worked on last night. Let's see. I forgot to warm up my tablet and get it ready. Get out of Pattern Keeper. So I have a tiny decisions wheel that we will spin. There it goes. Ah. Winter Friends. All right, and I happen to have all my pieces here. I think it's going to be this one. I'll have to put a picture in of what it's going to look like because I don't have a printout of it, but I will show you where we're starting from. And this is on a Picture This Plus 32 count crystal helix. And this is, let me just pull it back a little bit because it's a soft blue gray. Oops. And that is where we'll be starting from. There you can see the opalescence. So we will see how much I get done working on that for an hour this evening. And then hopefully I can get the other 125 stitches I need for my stitch is so beautiful. I don't know, I'm teaching a card making class tonight, so that will take out a lot of my stitching time. All right, that is it for day 4. I am headed out of town for days 5 and 6, and we'll be back sometime on the 7th. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and upload these 4. Oh, I was gonna show you some previously finished projects that I hadn't fully finished. So let me get those real quick. Okay, I'm back. So I just hang them all on a pants hanger when I've finished them and ironed them. And they just hang in my extra closet until I actually get ready to fully finish them. So I have 5 or 6 here, I believe. And I'm probably not gonna know all the details about them all. This one still has the fabric label on it. So this is Patchwork Deer, maybe Heart and Hand. And it's on 30 count guacamole by Weeks Dye Works. I finished this in 2020. Should probably do something with it. He is so cute. Maybe I can get some of these fully finished this year. Wouldn't that be nice? He's adorable. Send him over there. And then, do I just have one? I guess so. This is one of the Hometown Holiday. I believe that's Little House Needleworks. This looks like the church. I don't remember for sure. And it's probably just on a raw. I've done several of these. I don't know where the other ones are. Probably in a project bag with the ones I haven't done yet. But eventually I want to make them all into some kind of stand-ups and just put them together like a little village. All right, this is Plum Creek Seamblers. It's called Rack Stack. And it's on 32 count Crystal Glacier by Picture This Plus. I love this fabric. I think this turned out really nicely on it. So there is Rack Stack. This would be a cute pillow. Be a little bit bigger, but that would be a cute pillow. And then this one, I think this is Little Dove Designs, if I remember right. Let's see, Christmas. I can't read what it says. It's something, it's on some kind of witchel. Christmas Wishes, maybe? I don't know, I can't read the writing of the person from the LNS that wrote it up. And it's, well, this is on, I forget what they call this, but it's on the little polka dot fabric. This one, if I could find some kind of, I could either make it into a bell pull, or if I found a wood piece that was long like that, I could mount it to that. Maybe I should take it. Hobby Lobby has a bunch of just neat cutting boards. Maybe I could find one long enough for that. I should go exploring. Just take these someday and go to Hobby Lobby and explore. And then this is a Lizzie Kate. It doesn't have any label on it, so I can't tell you the name of the chart. It's adorable. And this is on Picture This Plus Heroic, which you wouldn't think of doing a Christmas one on, but it really turned out cute. Isn't that cute? And I did this one in 2016. Yeah, these need to be, we need to do something with those. Instead of having them hang in the closet, I can't enjoy them if they're just hanging in the closet. Okay, that is all for today. As I was saying, I'm going out of town tomorrow on the 5th, and I'll be gone. I'll come back on the 7th. So I think I'll go ahead and upload these first 4 days, and then when I get back, I'll catch up and do some more, and then upload when I have another, I don't know, 4 or 5 ready to go. So I hope you are enjoying this, and I will see you next time. Bye.